Night shifts disrupt the natural 24-hour cycle activity of certain genes associated with cancer. A team of researchers answered this question by examining in 14 participants the possible involvement of the biological clock. They hypothesized that the expression of these genes may also be rhythm and night shifts may alter that. Analysis of white blood cells extracted from them showed that the rhythms of many cancer-related genes were different between night and day shift. These results suggest that a night shift schedule alters the timing of cancer-associated gene expression, which reduces the effectiveness of the most necessary internal DNA repair process.
Neural changes in intervals of 24 hours related mainly to light and darkness, and it is the brain that coordinates them. Its different variants are called chronotypes, depending on the moment of the day in which the psychophysiological variables have their peaks.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of cancer death in women, but which is the relationship between it and shift work? Shift work is considered as probably carcinogenic to humans. The radiation of artificial light that nurses receive during the night shift suppresses the release of melatonin, a circadian hormone with antioxidant and oncostatic properties, which is regulated by the different levels of ambient light. Its levels begin to rise around 9 p.m. until 3 a.m. and decrease from that moment until dawn.
Melatonin and hormones. Melatonin suppression decreases estrogen production, and prolonged exposure to estrogen is considered a risk factor for breast cancer. In addition, working at night lowers vitamin D levels, the deficiency of which may increase cancer incidence and mortality. Interestingly, blind women who don't perceive light have a lower incidence than women who are also blind but do perceive light. On the other hand, lack of sleep can lead to excretion of interleukins and cortisol, which creates insulin resistance and metabolic changes. Besides, current use of oral contraceptive is also associated with an increased risk of breast cancer.
We have seen there is a relationship between the presence of breast cancer and shift work. However, is that the only type of cancer that can be produced by this cause? Firstly, we will focus on prostate cancer. Several studies have aimed to demonstrate a causal relationship between prostate cancer and night work. Finally, it was concluded that this association cannot be confirmed with the current available data, as this remains controversial. Other studies have evaluated the association between colorectal cancer and shift work. As a conclusion, a direct link has been suggested, especially after long-term exposures. Given that colorectal cancer is a highly heterogeneous disease, shift work might have different effects on the development of different subgroups of it.
To prevent this disease, we should educate population on proper sleep hygiene, take melatonin supplements, do physical activity, control our diet, breast self-examination, go for regular check, sunbathe daily, find different lighting techniques that are not harmful, and analyze the chronotype of each individual.